Welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Messy Desk. Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. I'm back, baby. Yeah, this is just gonna be a random video of me just getting back into the swing of trying to make videos again, because it's been a week and it was an emotional week, only because I have emotions, not because anything bad happened. But every now and then I get these times. It used to happen more often, and it used to happen for like 2 to 3 weeks at a time, and I just wouldn't even like leave my bedroom except to go to the bathroom and eat, and it was really horrible. But now I actually try to do things like, should I clean up first and then show you the things, or should I just show you the things? I did make some things, and I made dinner and stuff while I was dealing with the hormones, and I have a bad feeling that things are going to get harder again like they used to be, just because, you know, my age and whatnot. But you know, I'll deal with it as it comes and try to be quick about it so I can get back to recording, because I missed you guys. I really did. But you know, I'm still to where I can't really focus. So it's gonna be a random video, but it's that or no video. So I was hyper focusing on crochet while I was dealing with my I get low energy and high anxiety is basically what it is, and I don't feel like myself, and so I decided this past week I'm basically recharging my batteries. So I feel much better today. I felt better yesterday too, but my husband was home and working and in and out, and like he couldn't settle, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to get a video made. Anyway, so let's see. I should start with the first one I made. It really doesn't matter. Anyway, I bought this. Well, I made this one first. So this is a book scarf, and it will be for this book, but I'm not sure if I will kind of keep this cover on here or if I'll take it off and use this cover, but I think I'll like the look of that one better. Let's see. And I've got a bookmark to go with it too. Some of you have seen the picture. So this can go any way you want it to, but for me, I was thinking go through one of these holes here, made nice big holes, and then back through that hole there, and come out that hole again. Like there's like lots of holes to just kind of go through, basically. Well, it was working the other day, but today doesn't seem to want to work as well. And then did I go through the third? Am I not through the third hole? Is that why? No, I wouldn't. I don't know. Supposed to go through here, then back out here. Like I said, focus is hard. So, because I wanted to be able to. Oh yeah, see, it's not working right. It's supposed to work so we'll just go this way. Go through here. And then that one, nope, it's still not working right. Something's supposed to be able, oh, here, we can do this. I don't know. Someday, somebody will get this and they'll figure it out, or they'll do it different every time. But if you wanted to tie it, you could. I left the extra yarn on the end. I should probably knot the ends. Not the ends so they don't fray all over the place. But anyway, it's very thick on top if you do it that way. But we can make it thicker. How, you ask? Oh, it's not that hard. Hold on. It's in this bag somewhere. Ooh, I also bought one of Rhonda's books, which this actually looked really cool with. But I think I want to actually do it. I was thinking of this book when I made it, or when I bought the yarn. Although I can make two. So that's not a big deal. I got enough yarn to make another one, I think. Alright, so after I made this, I had enough left to make a bookmark. And what I ended up with was like a leaf bookmark, like a giant leaf. So this can go like in the book, and this I'll show you in a minute when I can get into the book. But also, it can just tuck into this and be decoration. Isn't that fun? And it's like all matchy coordinating because it's from the same skein of yarn and everything. But it's like this big jungle leaf. I mean, it's wonky. It's a wonky leaf. I don't care. I like wonky. I'm off kilter. Why should my art not be off kilter? So, I mean, it's okay with that cover, but I think I like this cover better. This is, and I took the plastic off this because, you know, I don't need plastic. I mean, it is fun that it's got all that old vintagey tape on it. Which does show on the top there still. So then, that's what it would look like on that part. So yeah, this could be decoration on the front. You know, it's not a book cover. I mean, it's not a put on your bookshelf kind of a book. It's like, let's sit there and look at the pretty scarf kind of a thing. And then, like, if you didn't want to have to tie it every time, you just slide it off. And then this also would be cute just as a bookmark. I mean, it's thick. It is a little thick for a bookmark, but it's fun. It would definitely be fun. Isn't that fun? Anyway, that was like the first thing I made because I had that yarn I got when I went to the thrift store, and then I had this book, and it, you know, they're going together. So that I made, and then I wanted more yarn because I try not to have a lot of yarn because my crochet streaks don't last very long. Like I had the one time where I learned how, and another time where I tried to do the freeform crochet but kind of forgot which hole things go into. And now Mariah's laughing because of a joke I told her that I can't tell you guys. It's a naughty joke. Anyway, so I got, you know, enough yarn to make a few more projects, but not too much. And and this yarn was on sale. This is like the, I don't know, I don't have the packaging anymore. Oh, here. It's the sugar and cream. They were on sale. These were like usually $4 something for $3.99. This one I think was $7.99 usually, and I got it for $3.99. I think that was Joann Fabrics. So as you can see, I like this has got these same colors in this, which I love. Okay. And let's see, did I make something else? Yes, I did. Oh, I made this because my friend Julie Torrance, go check out her YouTube channel. Let me finish showing you how this looks on here. Some of you have seen it. So I just wrap it around. So, you know, I mean, I could attach it. Like, I could attach it to the back here. And then it would never come off. And then you just wrap it around to, you know, attach the little button thing. But I probably won't because, you know, well, unless this is one I keep. I don't know. See, these two book covers are probably journals I'll make and keep because I love the covers. And this was not a cheap book. Anyway, okay, so that's how that one looks. Which I think you already saw, but you know. Oh, what is this book? This is, I think she's probably already sold them out. They're, I don't know, they're French. And they've got a lot of foxing on the pages, and they're from 1865. I've got volume 2. And they were from Rhonda Without an H on Etsy, but I mean, check her shop out. She's the same lady that makes those pages that Gail Augustinelli uses a lot. And then this was a book I got at a antique shop up in Maine, I think. But it's already been torn up, and I did some book tape here, and then I'm going to do a hidden spine. And I've started putting some pages together for it. And now it's got a closure. Yay! Alright, and then this one, you know the friendship bracelets? Well, I just made it long enough to be like a journal cover. Like, well, it's probably not long enough for this one because this one's really wide. But let's find a smaller one to example it. I'm thinking of making this like my correspondence journal. This one's from Stephanie Shalansky. Coffee paper scissors. I purchased that from her. And I might have done some shopping therapy this week. Let's just show it on this real quick because I don't know what else. So like, I'm thinking I might put like a button here, and then I have this loop on the end, which I had tried to wrap this around that and it didn't work. So I might just let that fray off like a tassel. So if I put a button here, then that will be a nice closure. Or you just kind of go through the loop and, you know, make sure the pretty part's on the front and let the messy part be on the side or whatever. And there you got a closure. And I just did that friendship bracelet style. Some people use a clipboard. I used a tissue box. Like, alright, so I had a pen, or I used a pen or a pencil, whatever. And then I did, you know, a slip knot over it, and I just kind of wrapped that around so it would be nice and tight, and tucked it under the pen's little, whatchamacallit. And then I stuck it in the box. And because the pen is bigger than the box, especially if you like leave the point out and poke the, whoops, not the whole pen, just the point. But yeah, it doesn't work if it goes all the way through. I don't think it won't hold. But anyway, it gave me something to hold, and then I just put a pillow in front of that so that I would have something. I think for the clipboard they put a heavy book on it, so that could work for this too. And then as I got longer and longer, I just spread the pillow out further so that I could do that. And that's how I held on to that. And that's just a really, I only know the one stitch. Let's see. In case anybody has never done it before, I'll show you real quick a short one. So that one is 6-3. I don't like this yarn for crochet. It catches on the hook, which is like super annoying. And so I was like, well, I could send it to the thrift store, or I could try to make something. And also it's shiny, but the more you work with it, the less shiny it gets, which is good. All right, oh, I made a really, really long piece, which I'm just gonna cut in half. Don't know why I put the scissors back. I'm gonna need them again. Cut it in half again. I might do this one 8 maybe, because that's how it ended up being. But it won't be long, it'll be short, but that's okay. You could still use it as a topper, or all right. So then a slip knot, which is just, you know, let's see if I can remember how. You just have to make your loop, and then the lady on the internet does it better. She's got like, this is the alligator, and the alligator goes through the hole and it pulls the tall part while you hold the short part. I don't know, but right now I've got it like way, I need it much further to the end. Just keep wiggling it until you, because you know. So I'm not going to make a long one. I'm just going to do it super short. So that's a slip knot. Then you just stick it on the pen there. And then I just kind of tucked these extra bits, which is probably an unnecessary part of it, but it kept them out of my way. I just kind of tucked them under that. And then the tissue box, I'll switch sides this time. Well, we don't need that plastic bit. It's not necessary to use tissues. And the reason I use the tissue box is because it's what I had. That's all. That's just, it was what was in front of me. And it might have had a slightly shorter pen. But you could also probably stick a pencil right through 2 holes in it. Alright, so it's super simple. Unless these pieces get in your way, and then it's annoying. Yeah, let's start there. Alright, because you need to be able to see. So, you just start at one end, pick an end, it doesn't matter. Just kind of, boy, I got some short ones in there. 3, 4, 5, 6. So, how'd I end up with 9? Because that short one's probably not one of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? Yeah, I think so. So, you take your first string, put that off to the side for a second. Hold this one, the second string tight, and then you're going to, I usually use this finger right here to hold it, and then I pull this through, and then I pull this one up while holding, see, this is, come on, go through there. There we go. While holding the first string. Oh, man. See, I knew I shouldn't have tried. Anyway, and so do it twice for every string. So then pull it through, and pull that first string up. Now the second string goes over to the side. And then you go to your third one, and you're taking the first string, and then I hold it with this finger and wrap it around and pull it up. And pull it up. You're holding this one firm and pulling this one. You're only moving this one. This one stays still. Then you go to your fourth one, because this was your first one, and do the same thing. 1, 2. Keeping this one pulled straight. That's important. Otherwise, you're just going to end up with knotties. Not a knotty mess. Not the kind that... Anyway, I'm not going to go there. Mariah will come up with something in her head. And then 1, 2, and 1. The more strands you have, the longer the pieces you need to start with. I had figured about 4 times the length if you were going to do 6, but I think if you did 8, you would need even more. Alright, so I think I just did all 8, right? So then you go back to the first one, which was the second one, but now it's the first one. And that's the one. So you now you got a new first one. Pull the second one straight, and you just keep doing that. That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's super simple, and the bigger the yarn you have, the faster it will go. And the more strands you use, the wider it will be, but the shorter it will get faster because, you know. So if you want to make it wide, so if you're going to use 6, I used 4 times the length that I wanted it. So if you use 8, you're probably going to have to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, at least 5 times, or maybe a little more. I would go 5.5 to 6 times just to make sure that you have enough. I mean, especially if you're going to use like cheap leftover. This is good for leftover bits too. So you can see. And then you're going to know if you step away from it and you come back, you're going to always start on the short, the side closest to you is the right. The side furthest away from you is the left. See how it kind of goes at an angle? Yep. And then when I want to finish it, I just kind of like just tie 2, tie 2, tie 2, tie 2, and then I would tie those 2, and then I would tie all of them. That's how I did the end here. I just kept tie until I kind of end up with a little tassel at the end, which over time it will get more fray-y and more tassel-y on the end as these all open up and become, you know, more fluffy. So this is a good way to use up your leftover bits, or you found something at the thrift store and it's not enough to make a whole project. None of the book closures I made took more than a skein. You know, the first one I was able to get a closure and a bookmark. I'm looking for the other piece. Here it is. This is one I've started. And sometimes I start and I restart and I start and I restart. Like, I'm not sure if I'm loving this one. This one I started with a circle. That was my first time doing a circle. And so I figured, you know, maybe I could put a button on there, and the other end will have, somewhere will have a hole for the button. Like even this could be the hole for the button or whatever. So, you know, like, where's a book? A book would be nice. Right, chicken poodle. Yeah, so like, I could have a button on here, and then, I don't like it like that though. So I don't know how I would do it. It would make more sense to put the button on here and have this go around, which I could. There's a big enough hole here for a button, so that's probably more what would happen. And it's actually long enough to be a book closure now, but who knows? Maybe it'll end up being a wonky scarf that I send to somebody, because let's see, because I might add stuff. Like, I know Patricia, who inspired all this freeform crochet, she adds stuff to it. So like this one, which I haven't even finished, but I started adding some other thread to it. This one's kind of got, like, I kind of did mark making with another, with a specialty yarn. I don't have the specialty. I'll find the specialty yarn. It's in my bag. All right, just unravel it like a normal person. Would have been a lot easier than trying to pull it off. Oh my word, what is your problem, lady? Lady! Jerry Lewis. So every time Mariah would say lady in her stream today, I was like, lady! So this specialty yarn has like weird, it's weird. It's like really thin, and then it gets thick, and then thin again. So I used a darning needle. Darn needle. Look at, can you tell? Well, this was from a thrift store, but I bought this, and they're pretty dang close. Anyway, so yeah, so I would just kind of go this way with little lines and crosses when I had the thin part, and then I would go this way with the thick part, just kind of almost doing mark making on a weird, funky scarf. And then on another piece that I had, I did, this one's not done yet either. I just wanted, you know me, I'm like, I gotta see what this looks like. So, like this is what it looks like. That looks pretty blue, doesn't it? And then this one looks really, is this the same yarn? It can't be the same yarn. No, it's not the same yarn. Well, this was a piece I had from somewhere else. Anyway, it's got more purples and teals. And then this little stuff I put in between is this pain in the butt stuff. It attaches to itself. Got it at the thrift store at some point, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how you would actually knit or crochet with it, but I just took the darning needle and just put it throughout. I don't know the right way to actually use it. And just kind of put it throughout here. I don't know which side. I think this must be the back side, yeah. So there's just got little bits of stuff coming through there. And this will make a really cute book cover, and it's got a loop so that I can even just bring that through, and then, hold on, I'll show ya. So you would just kind of go through the loop and just go back around. Maybe even put a button. So that could be the front even. Really doesn't matter. So you could do it like that, and then have a button. Whenever you figure out, you know, your book size, put a button here. And then I would do something to disguise this mess here. So and that, yeah, see, that could even just be on the edge. So, you know, or you can even just come back through. This is why I like the holes. The holes are inspired by Patricia, PM Artist Studio. See, look at it. You don't even need a button. You just stick it through the hole, and it's super cute. That one I made a while back. That was the last hyper fixation. Okay, there's the third one. Thought I lost a thing. So, yeah, but I did add these little bits. I added this past week. I wasn't sure. Started kind of going on the edge, and then I went throughout, and I don't know. It'll be intuitive, and I might, like, I started going around. Where's the first hole? I started just kind of going around this hole, and then I did the lines across, and then another one I think I just did some lines across in some places. This one I did the same thing, because if you're going to do it once, you should repeat it. So I've got it going around the hole and then lines going across the hole. And this is why we like holes. We just, you know, you just kind of chain a few things and then go skip a hole or two, and that's how you get your holes. You know, skip a whatchamacallit, just skip a, see, you just kind of, I think I chained 2 and then skipped 1 to get over to get my holes. Sometimes I chained 3, sometimes I chained 4, depends. And sometimes I skip 1 hole, sometimes I skip 2, 3, I don't know, depends how big I wanted my hole. So the more I say hole, the more Mariah's gonna laugh because of my inappropriate joke. So that is what I worked on this past week when I didn't see you. I tried to post pics. Some were on Instagram, some Facebook. Well, anything that was on Instagram was on Facebook. Some were just in the makers group, and then some were on YouTube. I don't think I posted all of them in all the places, but now you've seen them all. Now you've seen all the projects that I have been working on. And then, You know, I mean, I knew this already, but also learned the hard way to separate my yarns, especially my specialty yarns, because that's also what I did, is I separated these stinking yarns. Like, here's another specialty yarn that I got at the thrift store that I'm going to have to take that with me to Joann's to get some yarn to go with it. Or it might work with that. I don't know. We'll see. Did I get another yarn? This is the one that I made the other thing with. This is some fun yarn somebody sent me, so need something to coordinate with that at some point. And I also, that was with that. Put that in there with that. And I remember, we came together. This is some boa yarn, which I'm pretty sure at some point, see that, these colors are colors I use, so, you know, I'm likely to get something that will coordinate with that, and they probably would go with that other yarn I got. And then another fun yarn I got a while back was that, which also, can you tell the colors I like by the yarns? That, I think somebody sent me that purple. And I have a little bit of red yarn left. I got a short scarf from my friend I got to send to her. And that was like one of the first things I made. And then this yarn is a fun yarn that I got at Joann's. It, yeah, also has the blue greens, but then pops of pink. So it's got pink yarn and this pink stuff, and then it's got some of the other colors of that. What is this stuff? This fibery weird stuff. It makes for, yeah, this is a really weird, oh, it looks like a weird sea cucumber or something. But, you know, it's kind of a fun, I could, you know, attach it to, it could just be like the, I could make it so that it is just kind of, or I could put it on a spine, really. Oh, look at that. Wouldn't that be a fun spine? Or a journal cover. Just got to add something to it. So it could just do that, or go that way, and just add to it. But yeah, that was, I started out with that purpley teal stuff, or actually the blue teal, I don't know. And then went around it, just in crazy, weird ways, and went across, and all kinds of, that was the last time that I had my obsession. And this is why I try not to buy too, my yarn fits in a bag. And I don't want to, and I thought I was done with crochet at some point, and got rid of like all my needles except one. And so I bought new needles. Because I got that thick stuff and all I had was a 5, and I was like, well, that's not going to work. So yeah, that has been my recent obsession that I've been able to focus on, and you know, everything else when I try to focus just kind of goes out the window. But anyway, so let's see what we can do today that might be somewhat interesting to watch. See, it fits in my, well, more than fits in my Savers. It's a fun bag, fun summer bag. Isn't that fun? Tie-dye, looks like summer. All right, I might need a sip of my drink. I won't chew ice. I'll just sip it like a good girl. All right, I'm like, there's a blank spot up there. I got a blank spot, baby. It's where my glue book goes. Oh, and yes, part of my shopping, I bought these. Crafty Cat has these. These are Global Land 4-style vintagey scrapbook mushroomy dies. But they got bigger mushrooms. Like, I like my Tim Holtz ones, but they're all like little. So like, and I can't find any big mushrooms anywhere. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna get them. I got something else too. What? I got another set of these drawers. Oh yeah, I found a damask. A nice damask. I don't know if you guys can see that with the plastic or not. Are you gonna, no, people don't like the noise, so you're just gonna have to. So yeah, those are new. That doesn't fit in the drawer. What are these stamps that I got? I think I got one more too, but I can't remember what it was or where. Oh, here it is. Texty one. Because I like the numbers. The round numbers. Got a little bit of music that's different than the other music. Some typewritten stuff that's all grungy, and a little bit of script. Not like I don't have enough text stamps, but yeah, sometimes you shop to make yourself feel better. That's just what you do. You do what you have to do to get through the rough times sometimes. I didn't go crazy because also I don't want to like fill up my craft room again. Oh, and this is, does it say sisal web? Faux sisal web. So I thought it would be fun to use on the gel plate at some point, but also I kind of don't want this to come. I'm sorry. I want to be able to show it to you. All right, forget it. Just open it. All right. Things for my desk. See? So for layering and for on the gel plate, it's just so fun. It's a little on the pricey side, but it's does it say how much it is? This one I got, I think it's 6 inches. And it's 10 yards. And then the one that was 4 inches cost a little bit less. So if you're just using it for, and then the one that was like 12 inches is way more. And I was like, nope, I'll just get the 6 inch and won't cover my whole plate, or use my 5x6 plate or whatever. Oh, look at this. Perfect. Piece of yarn sitting on my desk is just the perfect thing to secure that with. All right. So that, I have a place for stuff like this, but I kind of want to use it. I don't want to forget about it. Oh, what I might do is, I think I have an extra drawer. No, these are animals. I'll figure out a place to put like some strips of it and then put the rest in the drawer with my texture-y stuff. We should use some of that today. Anyway, my trash is way behind me. It's too far away. I have to keep stretching way far. Oh, this is leftovers from when I was making... Oh, I was working on July prompts, and I only got 4 days in. I have an idea for day 5, 6, and 7 on one page, which, yeah, I'll probably want to do that. So that was day 1, and I'm just using an old planner because, I don't know. And then, you know, if I just do my January and July prompts in here, then when I get to the other end, I can flip and go the other way. Because I don't really write generally I don't write the number or what it is. It's nice to have for like inspiration too. I'm like, ooh, I did that. That was different. That might be a fun page in a journal, you know? Or I could cut that down and put it in a journal as a pocket or whatever, and it would be fun. And then, so yeah, this is the tickets and tags. I just kind of used one of Tina's kits, Shabby Dabby Doodah, with her tickets, and cut up a couple of the tags to be smaller tags and just did that as the border. In the middle part is, remember when I did the decorative tape? It was the background paper from that. And then this is from a coloring book, free coloring book I got at some point. I hope I've been on screen this whole time. It's always when I don't check that I'm not. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through here, and I got a thrift store cheap, and that's what I've been working in. Also, I can take off the page to work on it, which is nice. I don't know if I'm ready to do the next page or not, because it's very complicated and I have to think about it. Or I could just do it, but well, that one might wait. All right, let's try something. Like I said, focus is not my forte right now. In fact, it may help if I just clean off my desk. I don't know. We could have a little chatty time. I don't know. See, this also is supposed to go in the same place with that other stuff. Oh, see, if that fit in there, that would have been perfect. But no. Because then it would have taken less space. I can't find my Tim Holtz stapler. You know, you clean and then you lose things. Such is life. Here's the white one that I use sometimes. Just random stuff laying on my desk. I did not do a watercolor Wednesday last week because Wednesday was a rough day. Wednesday was a low energy day. Well, sort of, but then I did something which caused less energy for the next day because I cleaned my bedroom a little bit and got rid of some my husband had stuff piling up in front of the closet, and I was like, you know what? I need to move that crap. So I just took care of it. Just those stupid little things that, like, you know, you had someone worked in your bathroom, so you took everything out from under the sink and put it in a laundry basket. And for some reason, it's all still in a laundry basket. So obviously, got rid of some of it because I'm like, well, no one's needed it in the last few weeks. It must not be very important. Oh, that's what I was thinking of doing too. Maybe working in my personal journal a little bit. The one that I got from Stephanie. I don't know. Obviously, there are some stamps or something that did not get put away, or they got put away in a new place. Like the animals are now living up there. Because I got the second. I think they're made for like Keurig cups. These, and there's 2 drawers in them. They're not tall enough for punches, which is originally what I wanted them for, but they're great for just throwing stamps in. So I've got like my text stamps in one, and my mixed media background type stamps in one, and numbers and stuff in one. And then this one ends up being, yeah, like the damask and doilies and stuff like that I threw in there because these are the ones I use more. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, also, what did I work on last week? Remember this cover? I'm actually shortening it somewhere around here, and then this will come here. So I collaged the inside, and I still wanted it to be a little crinkly, so I tried not to do too small of pieces, so it still get a little bit of crinkle in it. And I picked out some pages for it. So that's about where it's going to bend. There we go. And then that will come over, and I'll probably stick an eyelet right here. An eyelet, an eyelet, an eyelet. We'll just do that now while we're here for this moment. This magic moment. Alright. I'm going to do one of these. Maybe the white one? Sure. Why not? See, these ones come with this when you get the one that's in the case. And I don't think it was a big difference between the one in the case and the one not in the case, or I don't know, maybe it shipped faster. There's various reasons why I choose various things. Okay, then we go. So I don't want to get where the sewing is. I'm going to go right where the where there's not sewing. And then I think I usually use, no, maybe I do have the larger one on there. I'm never really sure, so I'm like, nope, that's the smaller one, that's the larger one. Okay, I did. So the sticky out part, technically called the nipple, goes in this top part, and then you push down and it's so easy. It got a little smushy, but that's alright. So then I can just put some string or ribbon or something. Ooh, do I want to put this on here somewhere? Even just like a little piece up here. Nah, I don't know, because it's got a lot of, oh, it does have some beige here. Maybe a small piece. Yeah, that might be just right about there. Just kind of glue that on. I don't know where my fabric scissors are, so I'll just use these. And what's the front and what's the back? I don't know. I think that's the front. At least it'll look good on both sides. That's, oh, and I bought, it's probably upstairs in my room. Or, no, it should be in this bag. Okay, good. We won't even have to wait forever. Oh, and I can show you what I do. Well, what the heck? Why is it when I go in? Oh my word, this one's already open. So it's got like a jump. That is the second time I've bought something there that's already been open. It doesn't usually come with a hole in the top, and glue's splurting out of it. I mean, it's got that little thing there, but how much is, it looks full. Does it look full? No, it's not full. It's missing like that much. Oh my word, I'm so annoyed. Okay, that's another thing I gotta return to Joann Fabrics because it was already open. I'm not happy. At least this has been upside down, so that will help. It should help if I can get it open. So that is the second thing that I have bought there. The last thing was the Posca pen. And okay, do you think when you have to get something out of a locked closet that you should be concerned about if it's opened or closed? Because I didn't think I would have to be concerned about that. I don't know. I think it goes this way. I'm actually going to put it down just a little bit so it's not lined up right at the top. So this was right at the checkout, and it probably leaked at some point if it's not supposed to be open like that, but I'm going to have to start checking everything I buy there. What the heck? Why? Why do I... Oh, my glue stick just fell into no man's land. Not my glue stick. My Fabri-Tac just fell into no man's land. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put it all the way to the top. That's kind of cute because it's got the little patchwork bits and whatnot. Alright, and then I do have some baaaack. Ooh. What's this? There's glue on my fingers. Alright, so I need to find a receipt for that so I can return it. That's annoying. Ooh, you know what would be cute? Just maybe a piece of denim? Actually, I might just, it's just not bad on the back. So I might go find this fabric. And, do I like that or not? It's actually almost long enough. I would just need something to like, maybe not. Alright, I'll be right back. I said that like 5 times now. And I'm standing up to pause for a second. That's what I'm doing. Alright, so I've got this coffee dyed muslin stuff that came on some coffee dyed paper that I bought. And I've got this, which is probably not long enough, which means I'll just have to go and find a long... Oh, actually it might be. So I would just kind of put that through the hole. And then all you have to do to close it is just pull it through. And that pretty much keeps it fairly closed. This one is nice and long, so there's options for that one. Here is a piece of this blue, little strip of this that I really like. It looks like it might get wider at one end than the other, which is actually perfectly fine, would work. So my friend, Stephanie, she would totally sew 2 sides together so that it's front on both sides. See how she does that? I'm not that fancy, but you know, that's a good way to do it. Don't get me wrong. It's nice and finished. It's a nice finished look. See, even the journal doesn't want me to do that, right? So you could do it 2 ways. You could do the little slip knot thingy where you push that through, and then just bring the rest through there, you know, you just pull it through and that will hold it on. Or you can just put one end through and tie knots. Tie a big enough knot. Just knot it up. Just make it a nice thick enough knot so that it ain't going nowhere. There we go. And then when you close it up, just make sure that you've got the pretty part showing. I love this fabric. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. And then you just tuck it in and it stays. Alright, I like that one. I think that might be... But if I change my mind, just pull it out and put in something else. Super easy. But I kind of like the flowers on there. So I think I could use more papers because it's going to be a writing journal, so there's not going to be a lot of pockets and stuff. And then, or did I make this tall enough? I think it's tall enough. I could make it into a Midori style. And then we could easily put in a couple signatures. Let's see. Midori style just means that it's versatile and you can take things in and out. I have to go really close to the top with it. Let's try it. So this time I'm going to use my little one. And I want to make sure that they're lined up. So, alright, I gotta make sure I have it in the middle too. Like, make sure my pages aren't gonna, and make sure that this is straight. That is the most important part. Alright, so I'm gonna do a pencil mark here. Attempt to put, no, I need to go this where? I'm probably gonna, yeah, I don't know. Go up and down so I know where this is not the precise way to do this. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Didn't I have a pen earlier? You know what? Don't do this. Don't do it this way. I'm just gonna, I need to make sure that it's, you don't really want to get it on the sewing line, but it's probably gonna do that. And so what I'll do is I'll put some glue around where the stitches are afterwards, so that, or hopefully maybe the where are they, maybe the, when I put these on, maybe it will clamp down on the sewing part that gets cut. I don't know, but I want to get it as close to the edge as possible. So I don't want to forget to turn this around so that I have the little nipple, and then also you want to turn this around so that it's the smaller one. These side ones are if you have a washer. I don't have a washer. Washer's just the little round part. Alright, so I want my little, and I'm gonna find, I don't want it so close to the edge that, alright, yep. Now it either will go through the stitches or just miss the stitches. Who knows? And what is that? Oh, that's a piece of glue from the, oh, maybe I'll bring that as proof that the glue had been sitting there for a while. Alright, and then this part that sticks out, the nipple, goes through the shiny, you know, the nice side. Okay, the little circle, I always have to double check. Make sure that I'm actually using the little circle. Take out the excess fabric out of there, because, you know, it doesn't like to use the giant scissors. Oh wait, I do have the smaller scissors, but it's alright. Oh, they're right there. Stick it in there. No, oh! I got nice little fat fingers, and they don't like to do small fiddly things. Oh my word. This probably, I just don't have the hole. The hole, just make sure there's a hole. Because that could be part of the problem, is I just couldn't find the hole. Okay. So see that top part, this on the right hand side, that's what's going through this piece here. There we go. And now, that is a super mess. It's barely going to show. But we're going to squish it again to just make sure that there's nothing sharp and pointy. There is kind of something sharp and pointy. Just want to make sure nobody gets cut on it. That's the important thing. And, yeah, I wasn't exactly sure where the bend was going to be in the book. So that's why that's coming off like that. A little bit of glue stick, because the paper is too close to the fold, so it's going to keep doing that. So I may put something over that, or I'll just glue it a couple times till it stops doing that. We'll see. Okay. Jose. Oh shoot, let me go find my brown one. Be right back. Whoops. And because, you know, I just walked over that side of the room, if you watch Carrie Griffiths or you make videos or anything and you're looking for backgrounds for your photographs, one of these was less than $2 and one was less than, so between $2 and $3. These were just in the poster board section at Joann Fabric, so check it out just in case. Just in case you got it there. Told you this would be a random video. Could it be more random? I got white over there too, but it's 1 millimeter or half. It's half the thickness of this one, so I'd rather use this one. I'm trying to think. I thought I had bought the little crimpy things at some point, but that's right. We're just gonna tie it with a knot. So I don't know exactly how much I need, but I'm gonna go through this twice. Oh, let's hope I got these right. Now, if I had more room, I would have done them beside each other, but I didn't want to. Actually, no, I'm gonna go through this once. Scissors, and then I'll show you what I do if I put in a second signature. So we want this tight and snug, but we don't want it like folding. We don't want it to where it's folding the book, which it'll loosen a little bit when I try to tie it. So I'm going a little tighter there, and then just to be sure, I usually also tie it a third time because I don't trust my ties. I don't necessarily have the ties that bind. I have the ties that come loose over time. So let's see. So put this in here, and then if we want to do a second signature, we would just put this back in the drawer. I don't need the black one, so why is it sitting here? Yep, I know some of you are cringing at my messy desk. Hey, I'm making a video. 1, 2. Just do about 2 lengths because you're going to have it be smaller than that. But so then I'm going to go around this book. This way I don't have the 2 strings on the outside. And pull it fairly tight. A little tighter than I want it because, like I said, it tends to come loose a little bit when I try to do the tying of it. Is that about the... Yeah, hopefully it'll work. And then tie it again. Tie it. Tie it, lady. Lady! How many are old enough to remember Jerry Lewis? I don't remember what movie that was from. I'm going to leave a little bit of... I'm going to leave some of that hanging off just because in case anybody has to retie it again. But I'm going to make them fairly equidistant. Who says that? Equidistant? Somebody does. So now I can make another... So if I want to keep it as just one signature, I can. But if it's going to be a writing journal, it looks like a really sad journal with just one signature. And it needs more. So I will pick out some more pages for that. How are we on time? Wow, been almost an hour. So I have some ideas though. Even though this is a writing journal, I think I'm gonna decorate some of the pages up a little bit, do a little bit of stamping, maybe bring in the small jelly plates to just kind of do like some using those as stamps or whatever. But right now I've just got some beautifully dyed papers. Some of them I made, some of them I purchased. That one's a lace one that I purchased. The graph paper ones, I can't find 24-pound graph paper, but she says she uses 24-pound graph paper. I'm not totally sure. But the lines, the graph stuff stays on it, which is nice. So yeah, most of these are ones I did, but some of them, like the graph paper and the lace, I did that one. It's messy, it's grungy. I tried to do lace. Can you tell? It's grungy lace. And then I've got those aluminum things that are like kind of in the aisle where the glass tiles are. If you do At least at Home Depot, that's where they are. If you do, for people that do like stained glass and stuff, like where those glass tiles are, they have these like metal pieces, either 12 by 12 or 12 by 24, that have these shapes. This is the it's a 4-leaf clover, quattro something, I don't know. And then there's this one, you can't see that. If you can see it on the other side, this one I purchased, it was supposed to be navy blue. It's more purpley. I think this was from a purchased one too. At the end of last year, I just bought a bunch because I was like, I'm going to make so many journals this year. And then I didn't. I don't know if you can see the design on there. That is from one of those aluminum pieces that I got that make the little shapes. But like, yeah, like, see, I'm just going to decorate little bits like that corner there. I'll add a little something to that. Maybe put some little snippets in here. Speaking of snippets, I wonder where I put them. I had a billion clusters and whatnot. Oh, look, they're here. And I found a drawer that comes out. Ha-ha. So, like, if I find colors that go nicely, well, they don't even have to go nicely, but see, that's got like some greens, but it's more turquoisey, but that's fine too. Like, that might be pretty over here to bring that blue over there. And I could make it a tuck spot too. Well, just do it. Do it and do it. And where did I put the glue it? Which glue was the one that fell? Not the one I need. Good. And I won't be doing any distressing in here because if it goes to the person I think it'll go to. A friend of mine asked for a writing journal at one point because she just wanted something that I made. And it took me a long time to figure out what to do. And then I was like, because she likes blues and greens and whatnot, and like blueberries and cranberries and whatnot are New England things. So I thought, and she wanted it to be calming and whatnot. My desk isn't big enough. It's just not big enough for the 100 of us. Alright, put the cover on the glue. Ooh, this one would be pretty. Because we do have some pinks and stuff in here too. I don't want to put them all at the top. But I think that one works best at the top. Right there. Or, let's see, how would it work? Do you want to go crazy and put it on the inside? Oh my goodness, that box needs to be smaller. Like, would it be weird to put something in the middle like that? No, I like it. Alright, we'll bring the blue across like we did before. See, it brings that blue across there, which is really nice. But if I put it over here, then that sticks out a little bit, which, we don't want anything to stick out too much because it's just going to get smushed, right? Alright. We'll just stick that there. And we'll add a little bit more glue to it as well because it's just got the one staple, so it's a little bit precarious with its desire to stay in place. It doesn't have the desire. It has no desire to stay in place, but now it will. See, this is why having things made ahead is really fun. I love this. See? Isn't he just really pretty down there? Yeah, that's where he'll go. I'm just gonna, on this cardstock piece on the back, just gonna do a little L shape. I can go beyond the L shape, glue that part down so it doesn't come off too much. And so that can be a tuck. So I will put some tags in here. And then we'll take and glue some of these bits down so they're not too floppy and don't just rip apart being in the book. Oh, the owl. He's cute. He's got a little fabric on him. Wouldn't he be kind of cute there? Just kind of, hey, there just happens to be an owl sitting up there. My Fabri-Tac is down. I'll put that on there later. Ooh, close. That's really close to that color. It needs a little something more, and also I wouldn't want exactly that color. Go to the next page. Wait, where am I? Unless I was going to go across the page. Nope, I don't like this piece on here. Do I have pink in here? I thought I had. No, I didn't, did I? Just that purpley color, which has some pink in it. Ooh, I like that on there. Is that weird? Let's see, that could stick out a little bit. It still needs a little something on there, but I'm just randomly picking things out, aren't I? And then just kind of make that a top tuck, just in case someone wants to tuck something in there. And come through and add a little more glue, because all I did was one staple, so. Alright, what else do we have in here? Telephone. Ooh, that one's cool. It's just got the blue, and I need something on the bottom now, don't I? That I like, except for then those numbers are totally upside down, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna put it like that, and I'm gonna put it like a little tuck spot there, and we'll find a butterfly or an animal or something to kind of, or a flower or something to tuck on the front of that. And there we go. And then this one, I like the little dice happening there. Let's see, what's this one? Is just some painty paper that I made at some point. Let's see, it can go on the bottom too. Maybe across from that page might be nice. Just a little tuck right there. I did it I made these little painty ones on the I think it was on the cardboard that was in our cat's wet cat food, canned cat food, that like is between the layers of cans in the 24 box or whatever. 12 cans, 24 cans, probably 12, I don't know, because I spoiled our cats. All our cats had wet food. Well, the first one had wet food because that's a cute little mushroom. That was from a card that I had. These colors are not really in here. That doesn't matter. I could still put it in here. I love these flowers though. Look at that. Sure, why not just right there on the side, just looking pretty. That's all it has to do, is just sit there and look pretty. Even have the music upside right. That's just amazing. Aww. He's so cute. I don't know if I'll put it in here or not, but I might still give it to her because, oh wait, no, we like that. And just reminder that we love her boys. All right. All right. Let's see. I like that green, because we've got that green there. I don't have to do all this right now, but you get the idea. That's one thing I want to do. And then I also want to come through with some stamps and decoration, stamping and stenciling, and just try to keep it fairly writable. But you know, journal cards you can write on, so. But it's going to be, you know, more of a writing journal. So that was where we ended. We started with crochet and whatnot and ended with working on the journal. So I hope you guys have a good week. I will make more videos. I hopefully will be a while before I get back in that battery recharge mode. That's what we're going to call it from now on. It's just kind of what I realized, that it was just like I needed to recharge my batteries. I repeated that because I turned away from the microphone and you might not have heard me. So yeah, that is some fun stuff for today. I hope you guys have a delightful day and know that I love you. Also look. Ooh, that's better.